All right, so day one of week 6 has come to an end. This is day 36, this would be. And as I promised, baby, and as I promised to myself, we got the bed back. We're not going to go and show video over there or what's behind me on the floor over here. Everything's just piled up on the floor. But I don't care. I wanted the bed back. So, didn't do a whole lot of videotaping today. Today's a Sunday. Mostly what I did today, what did I do today? Oh, I had to get a video out this morning. So, I didn't get that wrapped up until like 11 o'clock this morning and get it posted. So I was a little late on that. So I didn't get a whole lot done today. I started to work on the welding on the rack for, there goes baby, turn up the bed again. So that headboard is going to go down and get recovered, and then no more cat scratching. All right, but anyway, so I started working on the rack for the truck and doing some welding, and I ran out of welding wire in my welder, so we kind of put a hold on that. And then did some paperwork, some more editing, and just a whole bunch of in-house stuff, and then cleaned all the crap off the bed, so we had a bed tonight. So just kind of happy that we got a bed back. I'm sure baby's going to be happy that I'm not sleeping on the couch, because she didn't have anywhere to sleep. She was so confused. Next couple days after that, it's the International Builder Show. So I'm going to be doing some filming at the International Builder Show. Hopefully there'll be a whole bunch of new products and stuff that I can bring and show to you guys. Yeah, good night. See you tomorrow. Good morning, my friends. Welcome to day, what we got here, 37. So this is our second day of the 6th week. So I had my avocado this morning, and I was thinking when I was eating it, I go, wow, how good does this taste? You know, when you change your eating habits, things that you never thought you'd enjoy that much, you do. Because you just get in the habit of eating the bad stuff all the time, and you think that's what's good, and the good stuff, you kind of write off. But yeah, I was eating my avocado thinking, this is really good. But then I went and got dressed this morning, and my new 36-inch work jeans that I bought, they've been through a couple washings now, and I realized I needed to be a little more diligent on my weight loss. You know, jeans shrink when you wash and dry them. They feel a little snugger now than they did when I first started wearing them. I have to start walking and maybe a little bit more exercise, especially if I want to get down to the 34 waist size that I'm striving for. Yesterday was Sunday. Sunday, I kind of made my eat whatever I want Sunday. I think I'm going to have to rethink that. Maybe I could just have my cheap breakfast, but then be diligent the rest of the day. Because the last 2 days, I've actually gone up a little bit in weight. I can't slack. Well, right now, I got an inspection to do, then I got another inspection to do, then I have an electrical issue to do, and then I got a plumbing issue to do. And they won't take long, so hopefully I'll be done early enough. I still got to work on that one big bid that I'm working on, get that estimate together so I can get it out there. All right, so I'm almost to my first stop. It's like 8 in the morning, and it's really nice out. We got some good weather today. I think it's supposed to be in the 70s if I remember right. All right, but I got to go right now. I'll see you later. Picked up some GFCIs at Home Depot, the candy store, because I have a feeling this next stop, I'm going to need one. Oh man, I forgot to pick up a Diet Coke when I was in Home Depot. Okay, both property inspections are done. The second one, I bought those GFCIs at Home Depot because I thought I was going to need them. The reason I thought I would need one is because a tenant had reported that the GFCI in the garage kept popping. And they said they changed it, but it still wasn't working. So I picked up some more GFCIs just in case, because I was all out in the truck. But when I went here, the tenant had changed out the GFCI. They just wired it incorrect. So if you don't know what a GFCI is, it's this. This is an outlet, and if you notice, it's got a couple little buttons here in the center, kind of like a mini breaker, in other words. But if you don't wire them correctly, they don't work. He did a good attempt at it, but he had it wrong. Plus the wires leading up to the GFCI were fried. So I cleaned up the wires, cut back all the fried stuff off of them, reconnected it properly, tested it, and everything's good. All right, now I got a bathtub to go fixed. Oh, and I also got the little buttons, you know, that go on your seatbelt to keep the buckle from falling down. So as soon as I come out of this job with this shower cartridge, I'm gonna put one of these on. All right, watch this. I can just reach over and grab, oh, there it is right there. Grab it. I don't have to search on the floor for it anymore because it always used to slide down. Sorry, kind of a weird way to hold my camera. I need to transfer the holder into this new truck. Okay, the 2 inspections are done. The tub repair is complete. And I got my seatbelt fixed. So I'm happy. Just that seatbelt alone, that should get me a thumbs up and a subscribe from you, right? I'm sure there's a ton of you out there that need those little buttons. So I'll put a link below to those buttons, and they're real easy to put on. So now I put it where it was before, but the hole in the seatbelt was, not very easy to get the new button through. So I just use a little pick and I just enlarge that hole a little bit. And then all it is 2 pieces like a clamshell, one on the back, one on the front. And it just has a little stud that goes through that hole and snaps together. That's all it is. Easy peasy. Good morning, my friends. Welcome to day 38. So let's see. I had my avocado. I got my go-go juice. I'm currently getting some gas. And then I'm off to the International Builder Show. So going to a trade show today and tomorrow. There's usually some pretty cool things there. So we'll see what goes on there today, and I'll bring you along. All right. Got to get going. All right, so I'm going to show you here over at the convention center right behind me there. That's what's called the Loop. That's the Tesla, where it's got the underground tube with the Tesla cars driving in it. Kind of like a subway, but with cars. So it's called the, where is it? I can get a shot of it here. There you go, the Vegas Loop. It runs under the convention center. So you can get pretty much anywhere in the convention center by going down there and grabbing a car, and it'll take you to either hall. They're trying to expand it to the Strip. So hopefully soon that will go all over Vegas one day. Top of the trees here, you can see, if you know what the sphere is here in Vegas, that's the sphere over there. So it's a pretty cool thing if you ever seen it. I'm going to stop by and pick up some either some new shoes with some soft cushy soles, or maybe just some inserts for these shoes, because I did a lot of walking and my feet are killing me. Yeah, I'm going to treat myself tonight. I walked a lot. Let me show you. I'm going to show you some stats here in a second. As soon as I get home, I'm going to show you how much I walked today. Okay, I said I'd let you know how much I walked today. Today, 11,522 steps. For someone that's pretty active, that might not sound like a whole lot, but let me give you a rundown of what normally I do. Yesterday, 2,131. The Sunday was just under 3,000. It's about average for me. So that means today I did at least 3 to 4 times what I normally do. So that's quite a bit of walking. I'm going to do the same tomorrow. I have a feeling this week I'm going to take a big hit on my weight. Tonight I'm having canes. I cheated for breakfast this morning. I didn't show that on camera, but I'm confessing I had a breakfast sandwich from Jack in the Box. Yesterday I was good. I stuck to my avocado and carrot. I believe I cheated on breakfast and dinner. So I think I'm going to take a hit this week. But right now I'm going to eat my canes and I am going to enjoy it. I'm not going to feel guilty about it. And then tomorrow, back to the International Builder Show. Welcome, my friends, to day 39 of my journey of 36 pounds in 36 weeks. So I'm on my way to day 2 of the International Builder Show here in Las Vegas. And because my feet are sore from all that walking yesterday. And I'm going to be doing as much today. So stopped by the store, picked up some new shoes with some really comfy soles in them, and they got some inserts in them with some cushion in them. Bought some nice brand new socks, so they're nice and soft and cushiony. Plus, I picked up a new belt because of all the weight I'm losing. My new belt just won't go down far enough. That's about it this morning. So I got my, here, look. Got my go-go juice. So I am on my way to the International Builder Show. Because I cheated this morning for breakfast, which I am not sorry about because it tasted really good. I did not eat all day. I got to get back on track. It's not that I'm gained weight, but I haven't lost any weight now really in a week. Well, good morning, my friends. Welcome to day 40. So this morning I'm eating my avocado. I got my water. I'm back on track with that, which I need to do because this last week I've been a bad boy. I've really deviated from my goal of taking care of myself and getting back into shape. I kind of strayed away from this journey of losing the weight this week. But the good thing is I've only gained 2 pounds. I'm still under 30, still wearing my 36 pants. So I'm still on track for my goal of 36 pounds in 36 weeks. But it's easy to get away from that. So I showed that this week that I kind of put a lot of other things as a precedence because I got so many things going on in my life that I put things as a precedence instead of the things that need to be a precedence. But in the same time, I can't deviate, say, from my diet. Well, I do it, but I did because it was so easy to say, oh, I got to get to the show. I got to get to the show. I got to pick up some better shoes so I can walk all day long. So I got to get out of the house. I got to get to the store. I got to get to the show. I got to do this. So stopping to eat was kind of put on the back burner, and it was easy just like, oh, I'm going to swing through Burger King or something to get some food. So it's easy to stray, but I can't stray. I have to stay focused on it because that's kind of the focus of this video. Is my weight loss journey and to take care of myself. So I need to get back into this and focus on this, but I do need to alter it because I'm getting bored with just the avocado in the morning and the carrots at night and drinking water all day long. I need to incorporate some other things. I mean, I'm 6 weeks into it and I haven't changed anything yet. And I need to update what I'm doing because this whole 36 weeks, it's not just this is what I'm going to do and I'm going to stick with that through the whole 36. I want to try different things. So I was looking online last night, and there's a lot of these fitness gurus and people that'll tell you all kinds of things. You can find anything and everything about getting in shape or losing weight, and you just have to kind of feed through it and find out, are these fads? Like what I'm doing, this is a fad. Eating avocado in the morning and carrots at night, and that's it. Yeah, that's a fad. That's not a healthy and good diet regimen to have. You have to be careful because a lot of these fitness gurus, and you'll see him, he's like all ripped and muscular and everything. He says, this is how I do it. So you're like, oh, I want to look like that. So I'm going to do what he does. But then they're selling all these supplements and diet plans and subscriptions to join his program to get in shape. So they're actually selling something. So that it's a business. So you have to kind of think about it. Okay, is he doing it as a business or she, or are they doing it because they want to help you out? I'm not going to look like Mr. Olympia. Come on, I'm 64 years old. That's very unreasonable to think that that's the way I'm going to look. So I just want to be in shape. So is there anybody out there that is saying, hey, this is what I do, and I'm not going to sell you anything? So there is a guy I found online last night. His name is Bruce Simpson. He's 72 years old, so he's an old guy like me. And he's not selling anything. He's just saying, hey, this is what I do, and this is what I did, and this is how I get in shape, and the guy's in good shape. And the nice thing I like about it is his goals are kind of in line with my goals on what to do. In other words, earlier on I said I wanted to start doing push-ups, and I haven't really started it yet. But then I was watching him, and his first thing on the first week is push-ups. But he's got a little different twist on it. Now I'm saying, okay, I'll do my 3 sets of 10 or whatever it is. But his thing is, you do your push-ups until you can't do any more. So in other words, if you can only do 3 push-ups, you just do 3 push-ups.
but you push for that fourth. If you can't do it, you can't do it. Don't try to make yourself do 10. Okay? You just do what you can do and then try to push for one more. So if you can do 30 push-ups, try for 31. But just do what you can, because then you will increase. But if I go out there and do my 3 sets of 10 every day, I'm just going to do 3 sets of 10, and my body's going to kind of adapt to doing those 10, and I might never do 11. So, but if I'm doing 10, but I try to do that 11th every time, well, maybe I can't do it today, but my next time I might be able to. And then I might be able to do 12 and so forth. And then I start getting more and more in shape. So I kind of like what he's doing, because he's not selling anything. He has no supplements. He has no subscription plans to join him on some kind of fitness journey or anything. He's just saying, hey, this is what I do. This is what I did. This is what I look like. This is what I look like now. Kind of like what I'm doing. This is what I look like then. This is what I'm hopefully going to look like after 36 weeks. This is kind of what I'm doing. I'm eating my avocados. I'm eating my carrots. So I'm going to follow him. I don't think it's going to be a long series, but I think it's going to be a good series. And it's what I need to do. So I'll start my push-ups. I know, no time like the present, right? Should I get down and start doing some right now? Probably. Am I? No. I'm off for 2 days. I got so much stuff, and it's such a cliche and such a thing to say for procrastinators is I'll do it tomorrow. I'm going to try to get back into my routine now. So I'll start week 7 with the push-ups. And I'm going to incorporate some walking in also, maybe starting week 8 with that. Right now I'm going to let my feet kind of recuperate, because I checked the numbers and put almost 30,000 steps on the last 2 days. So my feet are feeling every one of them. So I'm just going to kind of let them heal a little bit. And I'm also going to keep researching for other people and what they do and to see if it helps. So I need to start looking more into things and really focus on this journey, because that's what this video is about, instead of just saying, hey, this is my life today. Oh, yeah, I didn't tell you anything about my weight loss journey. So I need to get back into that, and I need to focus on that. But I know I'll be talking to you throughout the day, let you know what's going on, but I'm focusing back on the journey, and I'm changing things up. So we're going to start with the push-up thing, and let's see, maybe something else we'll incorporate in starting week 7. All right, I'll talk to you in a little bit. Bye.
All right, it's just before 1 o'clock, and I'm on my way to a couple jobs. I worked out of the house today, mostly just threw a bunch more stuff inside this truck, emptied out one of the other trucks, and did some paperwork. And now I am heading to, I got to go get my go-go juice. Just wanted to say hi. And I got phone holders put in this truck, but for filming purposes, it's a little low because you're kind of like looking up my nose. We don't need that. Now it's a good day. So normally, there's no drive-throughs I can go through in this truck. It's just too tall. Except one place. Wendy's. Wendy's, they don't have an overhang. So today has turned into a fun day. The appointment I had, where I was supposed to arrive between 1 and 2, it's about 30 miles away. Drove there. Tenant's a no-show. So my next appointment was 2 hours later. So here I sit, just waiting for my next appointment. Always something. Uh-oh. Down to my last bit of carrots. No more avocados. Looks like I need to go grocery shopping. Welcome, my friends, to day 41. So, just one of those days. You know, you ever have one of those days where you just seem like you just can't get everything together? Yeah, that's today. I got up fine. Cheated on my breakfast because, remember, I don't have any avocados in the house. So, instead of going to the store to buy some avocados, I just went and picked up some Burger King. This has been a rough week for me food-wise. Then starting Sunday, I'll get serious because then I'm starting my push-ups. I'll get back on a better diet. Now, I haven't really gained any weight. I think this whole week I gained maybe 1.2 pounds or something. I'm still under 230. I'm still in the 220s, just barely. 229 this morning. So I'm not doing too bad, but it does show an uptick. So I have to be very careful now because I don't want to go over the 230. But just everything else today is like, I got to my desk and it seemed like everything I tried to do, 12 other things popped up to distract me from what I wanted to get done. So luckily, I'm not running behind this morning. It's just that nothing seemed to go smooth. Then I went down to the new warehouse to get some items that I had there, and I got there, and the key's not in the truck because apparently I took the key out and used it in another car that I was driving that day, and I forgot to put it back in here. So then I had to go back home, get the key, then go back, get the stuff thing. And then I left to hit the road, and I didn't have my printouts for my jobs today. I'm just so used to having the tablet and just having everything with me that I printed everything out, but I left everything on the printer. So I had to go back home again, get that stuff. So now I'm on the road. But, with all that, I'm still not running behind today. I'm actually running ahead of schedule. And then, of course, every time I try to leave the house, a phone call or a text comes in that requires my immediate attention. I can't do it on the road because I need to research some stuff. It was just a frustrating morning. But I'm on the road. I'm on time. That's a good thing for me. But I do need some go-go juice. So I'm just going to swing here into 7-Eleven, grab me one, and then I'll get back on the road. And even stopping to get my go-go juice, I'm still ahead of schedule. So it's not a bad day. We're back at a house that we were here a couple weeks ago, maybe probably more than a couple weeks ago. One of my YouTube viewers, Rhonda, back then she didn't want to be on camera. She's a little bit shy. But we're back at her house because she called again. She wanted a couple of other items done. So we're changing a tub drain, the drain inside a bathtub, and a garbage disposal for her. So we're going to take care of that. So remember yesterday where the tenant was a no-show? There was another vendor, an appliance vendor, to do some work on the dryer there, also went there yesterday, and tenant was a no-show for their appointment. Left a note on her door, never heard back from her until this morning. The property management company got a hold of her, and she stated, well, that her son was there and not sure what happened, and didn't even know that I couldn't get in, which is weird. I mean, did she not see the note taped to her front door? Did she not see the phone calls left from the appliance company? Did she not wonder that when she got home from work that none of the stuff that was supposed to have gotten done had been done? So she said someone's supposed to be there today, so we're going to give them another shot. We set up an appointment this afternoon. So after we finish here with Rhonda, we're going to run down there and, well, let's see if anybody's home today. Well, I feel embarrassed about saying this, but since I've been bad all week, I might as well just be bad all week. So I'm swinging through Wendy's for lunch today. I know, don't judge. All right, go ahead and judge. I don't care. But I figured I've been bad all week. I'll just continue to be bad all week. But I just feel bad that I've made a whole week just been like off the wagon all week. So anyway, I went to that one house, a condo we were at yesterday where nobody answered the door. So made another appointment today. She said somebody would be home today. We had an appointment to arrive sometime between 12:30 and 2:30. Got there at 2 o'clock. Banging, banging, banging on the door. Still no answer. Knock, 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 knock. No answer. Just tapping on the windows. I mean, I almost like, when they say huff and puff and blow your house down, that was me. I was a big bad wolf. I was pounding on that door, thinking if there's somebody home, I've got to be able to wake them up if they're asleep. So I was just about ready to leave, but I had the information for the tenant with me, so I texted her. She responded saying, yes, somebody's home. Finally, her son came to the door. 18-year-old boy. 2 18-year-old boys in the condo couldn't hear me pounding on that door. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. You're 18 years old and you're sleeping. Get your ass out of bed. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Get a job. Go do a hobby. Something. You shouldn't be sleeping at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Especially when you know someone's going to arrive there between 12:30 and 2:30. At least be awake for 2 hours. Am I ranting? Yes, I'm ranting. But come on, 18 years old, no job. Be awake for at least 2 hours. Even when I was there doing the work, he went and crawled back into bed. Somebody's in my house. I'm not going to bed.
Welcome, my friends, to day 42. It is the last day of week 6. It's Saturday,
I'm back at welding. I want to try to see if I can, well, how far I can get on these racks for my truck. I cheated this morning. Like I said, this week has been a bad week for the diet. I have just eaten pretty much whatever I wanted all week long. I think I had maybe 2 avocados all week and maybe 2 dinners of carrots all week. But I've had lunches and breakfasts and everything that were just not diet related. Here, there you go. All right, just a quick recap of week number 6. So I was pretty hesitant about getting on the scale this morning because, all that crap and stuff I ate this week, you figure my weight would have just shot way up. Surprisingly, no. I'm actually down for the week. I know, go figure. I mean, I ended up last week at 225.2 pounds. I ended up this week at 225.0. Yeah, I know, 0.2 of a pound is all I lost. But you know what? It's a loss. I'll take it. All right? That means every week so far, I have been less than the week before. So my weight has gone down every single week. There's not a week that I've gone up yet. So that's a big victory for me. All right, so I've gone down 0.2 pounds. I'm at 225. My total weight loss for the week, for this journey, 21.3 pounds. That averages out to 3.5 pounds per week. Not too shabby considering my goal is a pound per week. So I'm 3 times my goal right now. And that's an average of 0.5 pound a day I'm losing. So this is awesome. I'm liking this. So just wanted to let you know about the way the journey's going. I'm elated considering how I acted this week with my food. So yeah, now is the way I ate this week going to manifest itself into next week? That's something to worry about next week. But right now, I'm happy. Week 6 is a win. All right. So appreciate you guys watching. If you want to get some Woggers Way merchandise, I'll put a link down below. I'll also put links down below to the International Builder Show. So go ahead and check those out. There's some kind of pretty cool things there to look at. Also, I'll put a link up here for subscribing because, tapping on that thumbs up like button and hitting that subscribe button goes a long way in helping me make my videos. I am shooting for 15,000 subscribers by the end of this year. And right now, I'm not on track to do that. I'm on track maybe for 12,000. So every person that subscribes is a great help. All right. And subscribing doesn't cost you anything. All right. It's just a tap of your finger. I'm not going to sell you anything. I'm not going to send you emails. I'm not going to bug you about anything. All it does is say, hey, Uncle Bryan, we kind of like that content you're putting out there. Plus, it helps you find my stuff a little easier in the future. All right. So appreciate anyone that subscribes. Appreciate those thumbs up, like button taps. Other than that, if you're on a journey to lose weight or any kind of journey, I wish you luck in your journey. I appreciate you following me along on mine. And, hopefully it gives you some inspiration or maybe just gives you some entertainment or maybe it gives you something to laugh at. You want to laugh at me? Go ahead. I don't care. All right. So once again, week number 6 coming to a close. I'm going to start week number 7 as soon as I shut the camera off. And I will see you, I'll see you later today. Well, actually, I'll see you today in next week's video. Does that make sense? All right. Love you guys. Appreciate you following me. Bye now.